How's it going, LG? Good. We set? Everybody's set. Well, good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for being here today for our fourth annual Pride celebration at the Wisconsin State's Capitol. I want to give a special thanks to the speakers you'll hear from today. Espen Morris is a high school student and an incredible advocate and leader for the entire Appleton community. Andrew Graham Capelli is also with us today, who does really important work with our out families, creating spaces for LGBTQ families come together, helping them in the Milwaukee area. I also want to express my gratitude to the many organizations and advocates and members of this community who are standing with us on this important day, including a handful of partners who helped us organize today's events: Fair Wisconsin, G-Safe, and the Human Rights Campaign, and Diverse and Resilient. Thank you. Thank you all for being incredible partners to me and my office, and also for leading the way on issues of LGBTQ equity, advocacy, and inclusion. Your work is so necessary, especially now. In 2019, I was proud to order the Rainbow Pride flag to fly over the east wing of the state capitol for the very first time in state history, and we've been glad to continue that tradition every year since. And today we have another first. Today we raise the Progress Pride flag for the very first time over the Wisconsin State Capitol. The Progress Pride flag was created to increase visibility and inclusion of marginalized communities within the LGBTQ community, and it includes additional stripes forming a chevron pattern that represent LGBTQ individuals of color and the transgender community, as well as those who are living with and who we have lost from HIV/AIDS. This inclusion matters. Representation matters. Our words matter. While we have a proud history of LGBTQ activism and advocacy in Wisconsin, from the Black Knight Brawl in Milwaukee to being the first state to ban discrimination based on sexual orientation. We've worked hard during my time in office to continue our state's long and proud tradition of advancing initiatives to ensure LGBTQ equity in our state, from expanding employment protections to including gender identity to requiring gender-neutral language in state statutes, banning conversion therapy, and other important efforts. Some of these things were rejected by Republicans in the legislature, and based on what we see here and in states across our country as we kick off Pride Month 2020, we are doing so knowing we have a heck of a lot of work yet to do. Already this year, according to the Human Rights Campaign, more than 300 anti-LGBTQ bills are pending across state legislatures from the so-called Don't Say Gay bills to other legislation that will have dangerous and disastrous consequences for kids in Wisconsin and across our country. And we've unfortunately seen these harmful bills in our own legislature right here in the great state of Wisconsin. So I want to be clear about this today. The sort of hateful and divisive rhetoric we've heard in the Capitol are not welcome in this state. And whether these bills or future bills make it to my desk or not, there is no question that their mere introduction is hurtful and traumatizing, most especially for our kids. When we're already facing a mental health crisis among so many students in our schools and among LGBTQ kids in particular, these efforts only make the work to keep our kids safe and healthy even harder. So my message today is also to elected officials here in Wisconsin and across our country. Our actions matter, our words matter, and doing what's right matters. LGBTQ kids deserve our love and respect and support just like any other kid. I will always stand with them. While I'm incredibly proud of what we've been able to accomplish, I want to reaffirm my commitment to all of you here today that we will oppose hateful anti-LGBTQ rhetoric and policies. We're going to keep standing with the trans kids and all LGBTQ kids and families, and we're going to keep fighting for a Wisconsin that is more welcoming, more inclusive, and more just for everybody. Now, I'm really glad to be handing things off now to Aspen Morris. Aspen?
Hello, I'm Aspen Morris. My pronouns are he, they. I'm 16 but turn 17 in a couple of weeks. I'm part of the LGBT plus community, and I'm grateful we have a governor like Tony Evers as an ally. This event is great for not only myself, but other people too. It's important so that we feel able to be ourselves, not just with friends and family, but also at public celebrations like this one. Thank you to Governor Evers and everyone who created this event and allowed me to be here today.
Hello, my name is Andrew Capel, and I am part of the Out Families group. On behalf of the entire Out Families board who are here today and our entire group, we would like to thank Governor Evers for this wonderful opportunity, and thank you for continuing to support the LGBTQ plus community. Out Families is a group made up of LGBTQ plus families that was founded in 2016. We are a group of people that come together to share in community events and provide a network of resources. My husband, Chris, and I joined Out Families about 5 years ago when we started the adoption process of our amazing daughter, Hensley, who is right here with me today. Chris and I have been together for 13 years, and we legally married in 2014. Fun fact, we share the same anniversary date as about 283 other couples in Milwaukee. Just like any other young couple who are starting a family, we started researching all the things about having a newborn, having a baby. We quickly found Out Families, which was a Facebook group that was warm, kind, welcoming, and excited to share all the tips and tricks of navigating having a baby as an LGBTQ couple. Fast forward to today, we have made some of our best friends, we have had amazing connections, and we've welcomed our little guy, Augie, who is at home right now with my husband, Chris. He's one and it would be a whole thing. My family is just like any other family. Chris and I worry about our children's future and their safety, and if they're eating enough vegetables. Just like every other parent, we raise our children, August and Hensley, to be kind, accepting, open-minded individuals who appreciate and accept people's differences. Being an LGBTQ plus family, we get many looks and unnecessary comments every time we step out of the house. And at the end of the day, aren't we all just a family? Aren't we all humans? Aren't all families unique? So we say to our children constantly, we strive for you to be yourself. Take those comments that people are making towards you and turn that into courage. Look forward, push forward, make changes, and do better. If I didn't, I wouldn't have married my best friend, nor would I have received the gift and the privilege of being a dad, or experience a group of people that became family. To those struggling to find their identity, you deserve to be happy. You deserve to live a life you're excited about living. Don't let others make you forget that. Find that group of people, like Out families, who support you. Chris and I are lucky. We have families that support our children and us every day. And if you don't have a family that supports you, you can join mine. I am here today having a full circle moment, proving that it does get better. It can get better. It may not seem like it now, but it does. I wish that one day soon I won't have to remind you of these because, after all, again, we are just human. As we watch the pride flag rise, be proud of what you have accomplished. Be proud of who you will become. And be proud of the progress reflected in the flag flying today. To my children, Hensley and August, and your friends that are here today, Reese, Ezra, Stella, Fox, Lorelei, Grayson, Braylon, Rosalie, Clayton, and baby Kennedy, who's over there. Never doubt that a small group of committed people can change the world. I know that one day that group will be you. Be proud and let your flag fly high. Happy Pride.
You both did great. Thank you, Aspen and Andrew. And now I'm going to ask everybody, especially here, turn and face the Capitol. The flag will be raised in a few seconds, few minutes. And we'll answer questions from the press after that. Thanks, everybody, for being here. And now I'll try to answer questions the press may have. We always count every penny that goes involved with a project. If that's the case, he could contracted the whole thing out, Gableman including, and said he spent nothing. Of course he spent about $1 million that clearly could be used for more productive things rather than revisiting an election that's already been determined to be safe and fair and secure. Oh, I'm concerned about not only that, but any efforts that we've made on behalf of the LGBTQ community can be rolled back. And you can see it in the rhetoric that's going on around. This is a small example because it hasn't in total has not happened, but there's lots of Republican legislators at this point in time that are spending time working with essentially looking at the books and other materials that are in schools, and you can be damn sure that after they come out, they're going to be putting themselves in charge of banning books in the state of Wisconsin, and you can be damn sure some of it's going to be directly related to LGBTQ community efforts. Just think about that. This legislature and a Republican governor would be banning books in the state of Wisconsin. It's breathtaking.
Thanks, everyone.
Let's celebrate the day. Go Flyers.